Back again, just for some quick thoughts. Downside, I like to look obviously with the futures down, which we haven't had too much of lately. I'm also looking at the downside stocks today, and obviously on the Nasdaq side, you're going to see pretty heavily influenced on the Chinese stock names. Baidu is the number one point loser so far on the Nasdaq, down 280 here pre-market. No surprise there. Solar Fund, which is a Chinese solar company, is number two, down big, down about 20.6%. That's SOLF. So let's watch that one on the 5 minute. Obviously, we're not going to see much here, but on the daily, you can see that stock's been breaking down from 17 here, late April. It's going to be down right near 980, $10 on the open. So that's going to be a name to watch. I don't think it's been trading that long on the weekly. Yeah, it's a pretty new name, but this is going to be a new all-time low on the stock today. It does appear, and the stock just came public at the end of '06. So I don't know how much interest I'll have there, but nonetheless, it's one to watch. Also, you've got Joy Global, the gold player, down pretty significantly, 2.33 here. You can see. Again, let's look at some dailies here this morning, see what we see. That's definitely breaking down on the daily chart. You might even get a cross soon in the next day or two of the 10 over the 40 to give you a real bearish chart. Buffalo Wild flips flops every day, very little volume, but down $2. Chart's still looking strong there, though, in my estimation, unless it crosses under 84 here on a close. I wouldn't be too bearish on the stock beyond day trading. RIM on a daily down $2. Again, a very heavy momentum. That thing could pull back to 157 and still be very bullish in my eyes. Wynn Resorts down. This thing's been flopping and chopping the last few weeks, down another $1.85. I guess the Chinese won't be coming over to Steve's resorts in Vegas and Macau. SunPower, another solar name, down $1.77. Google's down $1.70. Ctrip, another Chinese name, I believe. So right in their top 10, you've got about 4 or 5 Chinese names, along with a couple solar names down. Shanda Interactive comes in. There's the daily chart on that. That's down another $1.30. And ENER, always a good trader. Not really trading, 450 shares today, but that one's down a little bit. On the New York side, looks like they split pot. Looks like it might have been a 3-for-1. That was trading 204 yesterday, and it looks like it's down to I don't know if these are accurate, but there may have been a split in pot. TSO, RTP, got some oil names. You've got Trina Solar, another solar name, down about 3.5%. Ralph Lauren is down this morning. Must have been some earnings news. Down 260, about almost 3%. And then again, FXI down about 2.3% pre-market here on some pretty serious volume, down to about 108 right now. Goldman Sachs looks like it's going to gap down 2.37, and you got a couple other usual suspects on the name, some big dollar names, big dollar stocks that are gapping down a little bit. And that's about it. So we'll be back with hopefully some ideas. The futures have just been dripping all night. It's not like this is a shock. This news was out there, I think, about 5 o'clock. I read it on the first time, which doesn't, and I hadn't even been around for most of the afternoon. So this Chinese news should be pretty well digested by now in the futures, and they appear to me to be pretty flat outside of the fact that they've been dripping since last night. We're only talking slight movements down since late afternoon yesterday.